Ben ritrovati. Non so cosa sto combinando, non è partito l'orologio, ma lo stesso. Ci siamo. Allora, riprendiamo dove eravamo rimasti l'ultima volta e non mi ricordo assolutamente cosa stavo facendo la settimana scorsa. Vediamo. Salve Master 2, benvenuto. Come va? Figurati, è dovuto, alla fine se non ci supportiamo tra di noi un minimo. Che gusto c'è nel giocare tutti insieme? Condividiamo tutti la stessa passione. Grazie a te per quello dell'altro giorno.
Their own hands. I'd like to think we're not just vigilantes.
Che palle, oggi mi sta dando sto problema, non riesco a capire. Mm, la posso fare, la posso fare, ce la posso fare. Ecco.
What the hell? Bang, bang, bang!
A fair amount of violence, extortion, and casualty.
Oddio, ho proprio un vuoto. Cosa ci facevamo in ospedale?
Bang, bang, bang!
That you, Smirnov?
You seem agitated. Nightmare? Anyway, why don't you go home? In his current condition, Yale's not going anywhere.
Ah, ma
Besides,
io sto
we'll take
andando,
it
ma
from
qua
here.
non si vede un tuberino. Oltre al fatto che non va un
As for what
posto.
happened yesterday,
No,
I asked you not
cazzo
to
di
get
niente.
involved, or at least give me a heads up.
Maybe I should refrain from making promises.
Maybe I should refrain from giving you information. Anyway, what's done is done.
Giustamente voi non vedete nulla e neanche io sto. Che cazzo. Oh, ci siamo, ce l'ho fatta.
When exactly did you realize that he killed Dunn?
Allora, in pratica niente, c'è stato solo un micro discorso tra il commissario e noi e non ci ha ancora detto nulla di interessante. Dovrebbe darci qualche
Out of sheer
informazione sul
curiosity,
caso.
I'm a cop after all.
As soon as I
Ah,
realized
adesso mi
that
è
the
venuto in
murder
mente,
weapon was
avevano
in
trovato il
plain
cane
view.
How about the
nascosto nel
motive? Any
frigo in
ideas?
casa della tizia.
I get it. In any case, hopefully Yale will tell us more.
Would you let me ask him some questions when he wakes up?
I know you will, with or without my permission, so I'd rather not feel betrayed. In exchange, drop by the station when you can.
Bella
An
Sam.
investigation could really help my men. Who,
Mi
by
viene
the
il
way,
dubbio,
was
ma
the
voi
lawyer for you to
sentite
interrogate
quello
Mary
che
Purnell?
stanno...
Boy, she was hard to pry from the
l'audio del
inside.
gioco?
Don't go too soft on her. That girl's quite the liar.
Will do. Thanks for the advice. And as for you, go get some rest. God knows you need it.
Stamattina mi sono alzato prestino, per andare a pescare.
I can't promise anything.
Tell the nurses to look at that face of yours. You look like a film detective in his last scene.
I'm afraid this film isn't over yet.
For your sake, I hope you're wrong. Understood?
Doctor,
Who are?
Oh, detective. You well, kid. Better than most would have.
Che noi già ci siamo cavato con poco perché quello stava morendo.
do I look like I fared well to you?
Ah. Laghissimo, vado a 0. Che schifo oggi. Dei cali impressionanti. E che palle! Perché deve fare così? Il remote play mi perde la connessione. Stem. E poi quando torno perdo tutto. Oh, oh, oh. Dei gran cali. Ah, mi sa che me ne prenderò uno anch'io perché sennò. Che fatica. Comunque ho dei cali. Vediamo di staccare un po' di wifi da qualche parte. Vabbè, proviamo ad andare avanti nel gioco. Vediamo un po'.
We, as a society, simply don't trust reptiles. But that's not the real problem. The real problem is our extended belief that there's logic to that distrust, that it's natural and well founded. How's Yale? Is he awake?
Oh, yeah. Go check on him before he falls asleep again. Although, try not to bother him with too many questions.
What's his current condition?
It's too soon to tell. He did have a heart attack after all.
Ok, quindi abbiamo salvato il cagnone. Beh, mi sembra un'ottima idea andare a fumarci di fianco mentre stava per morire.
The doctor told me to sleep.
I rarely get to interrogate a suspect with his guard down in a place as quiet as this. Getting the chance to study his body language with no distractions is a rare gift. His heart rate is increasing. It could mean that he's lying.
Dai,
It could also just be pure,
sentiamo anche il battito del
unadulterated
cuore.
rage. and anger. He's looking straight at me. If he couldn't hold my stare, I'd think he's lying. But that's not the case. Clenched fist, fast heart rate, fixed stare. He feels some genuine rage towards me.
Ma
I'm
cos'è?
sorry you don't
È
want
il
to see
cane
me.
che ha la rabbia col gatto, ci sta, dai.
I saved your life, son.
Maybe my aunt feels gratitude. I certainly don't. Luckily, I just got my medication. I'll be snoozing soon.
All right, I'll just cut to the chase. Is he lying, or did his heart rate speed up out of rage? Is he holding back his rage?
Vabbè, sono quelli di prima. L'ho già fatto.
He can't look me in the eye. I'd say he's lying.
Ah, sto giro sta mentendo.
Why did you kill Joe Dunn?
What? Are you trying to confuse me? Joe hanged himself.
Hmm.
Dunn was too short to hang himself with that rope.
He was murdered.
Why is his heart rate skyrocketing? His pupils just dilated. Did I surprise him? Is he holding back his rage? I know the murder weapon was yours.
What? The rope? I don't get it. What weapon do you need?
Don't play with me, boy. The chest expander.
An expander? I've never had one of those.
All right. Let's just say that I believe you. The murderer killed Dunn with a chest expander and planted evidence to make us believe it was suicide. But he also left enough clues behind to make sure we found the true murder weapon. Then he put the chest expander box in your locker to frame you. Do you know anyone that twisted and who also happens to have a motive?
I don't know.
What about Sonia Dunn?
Sonia? I doubt it. She's odd, but she's his daughter.
I've seen worse, believe me. Maybe it was... What am I saying? Jake could never pull off something like that. Nothing. Never mind. What about Frank Cassidy? Do you think he has a motive?
Maybe. A few weeks ago, Joe took me to a boxing managers association meeting.
Headed by Cassidy.
Yeah. He was obsessed with making it illegal for boxers to fight without a manager, or without an associated manager. Everyone seemed to go along with it until Joe spoke up. He said that would lower us to mob status. That Cassidy had founded the association just to make money by monopolizing the sport. That made others think twice. And Cassidy ended up empty-handed.
Poor Cassidy. Desmond O'Leary certainly seems twisted enough. Did he have anything against Dunn?
I'm not sure if they knew each other. At least not in person. About a month ago, Joe kicked one of O'Leary's men out of the gym. He was trying to give a business card to...
Jacobs Giambi.
Yeah, Exactly. Did Jake tell you about that?
Something like that.
Blacksad. I think I owe you an, You know, my father disappeared when I was 6, right after winning a fight. We never heard from him again. Do you know what that does to a kid? Who knows where I'd be if Joe Dunn hadn't been in my life. Even when I lost my way and put a gun to his head years later, he still took me under his wing and managed to steer me in the right direction. And now that he's gone, you're risking your life to find his murderer. Thanks.
Thank you for...
È svenuto. Prima avevo visto la figurina qua, prendiamo.
The number of cigarette butts is inversely proportional to my hours of sleep. Ah, damn.
Una non è neanche la sua.
Is that eye movement normal? The hands say a lot about what's going on inside a person. He seems restless. Should I tell someone? Ugh.
Capite che puzzano di morte, ma cosa vuol dire, dai? Mi aspettavo...
See, there's no fever whatsoever. He must be having a nightmare.
Are you sure?
Wouldn't you have nightmares too after what he went through yesterday? I know I sure wouldn't sleep.
I have nightmares myself, but those go way back.
Oh, the poor thing. Do you know what my nightmare is? It's that witch I have to work with. Oh, good thing she's got trauma surgery at 12:30, but I wish it were a little sooner, you know? Anyway, thank you for letting me know, and for bringing him in. You don't know how excited I am to be involved in a criminal case.
It might not be
Diciamo
important,
che...
but I need to take a look at his medical report.
Diciamo che quella che lavora nella paninoteca da Sam, come si chiama, è un po' più carina di sta con una infermiera. Stereotipo della donna dell'est, il donnone che arriva a farti il siringone. Però va bene così. Vediamo che altro proviamo. Una figurina. Chi possiamo chiamare stavolta questo telefono? Donna Blacksad. Chi è donna Blacksad? Andiamo a scoprirlo. Figlia? Moglie?
Hi, Ray.
Hi. Who are you?
Take a guess. I already gave you a clue. I know your name, so...
I don't know.
That means I'm a detective.
No, wait. My Uncle John is a real detective. He's way cooler than you. Wait a minute. You're Uncle John. Uncle John. I
Ok,
guessed it.
nipote.
I'm a detective, too. Mom, it's Uncle John. I guessed it.
You got me, Ray. Congrats.
What did I win?
What do you want?
I want a gun. Bang, bang, bang. Bang, bang.
Good guys don't carry guns, Ray. You know why? Because they always end up shooting someone.
Yeah, that's why they're so cool. Oops, Mom's coming. Bye, Uncle John.
Ray, is that the way you say goodbye to your uncle?
Oops. Love you, Uncle John.
Now go put on your jacket. We're late.
Bang, bang, bang.
What a surprise. How are you?
Hey, Donna.
Bang, bang, bang.
Well, I'm still not over...
Natalia. Patience, John. Time heals all wounds.
Yeah, can't argue with that.
Hey, we're kind of in a hurry.
Tanto
Ray's
la
got a
pubblicità
dentist
delle
appointment.
sigarette.
I'll call you soon, okay? I'm really sorry.
Sure.
Vabbè.
One last thing.
Ray, hurry up. We have to go.
Love you, sis.
And I love you, little brother. Okay, now I really have to go. Bye, John.
Bye, Uncle John. Bang, bang, bang.
Ma
Dunn's Gym. Jake Ostiumbe speaking.
Jake, it's Blacksad. Could you get...
I have work to do, John. Call you later. Ronald, get on that ring.
beh, è stata un'ottima esperienza telefonica, non abbiamo concluso nulla di nulla. Ah, eccola la Madonna che dicevi prima. Diciamo che stimola un po' la bestemmia. Figurina. Allora, dobbiamo studiare il registro.
Hi.
You're awake, handsome?
In ospedale ti vendono le sigarette, ma che posto è?
I'll take a pack of Morleys, please.
Troppo.
Honey, get me a pack of Morleys for Mr. Handsome.
Questi giochi che istigano il fumo. Però non è
I ran
andata
several
bene.
tests on Bobby Yale last night after admitting him. Have the results come in yet?
No, I don't think so, Handsome.
I won't be able to read Yale's medical report if she's around.
Utile, bello. Quindi andiamo a farci queste deduzioni, vediamo cosa possiamo tirare fuori dal cappello.
It seems like the Doe nurse will be assisting Dr. Talbot during his 12:30 surgery. In 4 hours. Could I get them to operate any sooner?
Tra 4 ore. Sto andando un po' a caso perché non riesco a capire che cosa potrebbe essere questa deduzione. Mm.
No, the footprints don't match. If Yale killed Dunn, he did it without stepping in the paint, or in different shoes.
Che animale è questo? Un leone. Va bene. Un'altra Madonna gatta questa. Oh. Vabbè, finisce qui. Potrei chiamare l'ospedale, c'era un telefono là dietro, vediamo. Ah, ecco.
Get Dr. Gregor Talbot, please.
Yes, 1 minute. No, actually, Dr. Talbot won't be in until 12:30 according to my registry. Can I ask who's calling, please?
Sherry, this is Dr. Talbot. We have to reschedule the 12:30 procedure. I want everyone in the operating room in 5 minutes. If anyone gives you any grief, tell them it's a matter of life or death. Understood?
A matter of life and death. A matter of life and death. You gotta be kidding me.
Ok, abbiamo fatto andare via a Gabretta e ora possiamo andarci a leggere la cartella clinica prima che torni.
All right, now. How do I put this? I need something that you...
Oh. Only if you guess why I'm giving it to you.
You want to help me solve a criminal investigation.
Well, aren't you smart? But be quick about it. You hear me, huh? If that witch comes back.
Come fanno a capire? Hanno scritto anche l'immagine con testi col font dei farmacisti, dei dottori, che roba. Per tosse nel 43, ma che giornata? Che anno è questo?
What? What does it say here?
Ah, you know doctors. The top handwriting is mine. Let's see. Extra systole and dehydration caused by panic attack.
Extra what?
You know, arrhythmia, like skipped heartbeats.
Ah,
What about this here?
It's a good thing I know that Mr. Yale is in Dr. Ferguson's hands. Otherwise, I'd be worried.
Hey, no means no, miss.
You really don't know who I am, do you?
Miss, I've got orders. And the fact is, those orders say that...
There you are, Miss Dunn.
Huh?
Tell him, Blacksad. I can't get through that thick skull of his.
You see, Highfill, this is my assistant, Jerry.
Assistant? How so?
She's helping me with the investigation.
Between you and me, and all due respect, miss, but aren't we taking this woman's liberation a little too far? All right, go ahead. I guess it's her business after all.
Your
l'abbiamo già
assistant?
trasformata nella mia
You think
assistente.
I'd make a good detective?
No.
Yeah, you're smart and brave. Two of our hallmark traits.
Wow. I think that's the first nice thing you've ever said to me.
Lavoriamocela meglio che per
Anyway,
il momento.
you did your job. I'll send you a check the day after the fight. You can leave now.
Ah, pistola! Vista.
No!
Ma...
Why did you say that?
Ma...
Anyway, you did your job. I'll send you a check the day after the fight.
Così, sulla fiducia, prende e spara. L'ho vista la pistola, fermiamola subito. Dai.
No. She's gonna do something stupid. Sonia, don't.
He killed my father. You said so yourself.
No, I told you I thought he was innocent.
He almost killed you in that floozy's apartment. How could he not be guilty?
You can't take justice into your own hands. Believe me, it will haunt you as long as you live.
Shut up. None of that matters. How could he not be guilty?
Your father wouldn't want you to do this. He was a just man, and this is not justice.
Ok, sicuramente non sono riuscito a salvare il cane al primo tentativo, quindi questo mi porterà
It's okay.
qualche problema in seguito. Abbracciamola già che ci siamo. Ormai ci stiamo facendo la gara.
Uncle Tim!
Sweetie, I came back from Los Angeles as soon as I could.
I told you not to rush back.
Come on now, honey. Aren't you going to introduce me to your friend?
No, this is John Blacksad, the detective who found Bobby.
Oh, so this is strictly professional. I thought you had some good news for your uncle.
No, Uncle Tim, don't be silly.
Come on, we'd better let him rest. I see. Let's say you're right and Bobby Yale is innocent. Who should we focus on now?
We?
Well, your father turned down my money, but he made me promise one thing, that I'd take care of you if anything happened to him.
But I can...
I know you're perfectly capable of managing that gym on your own, but we don't even know if he'll be ready to fight Stone. Besides, someone seems really invested in stopping that fight, and someone has to pay Mr. Blacksad to get to the bottom of all this. Please, talk some sense into her.
It's your life. As much as you love your uncle, it's up to you to decide whether you want his help or not.
Blacksad, I was just starting to like you.
All right. Thank you, Uncle. Thank you so much.
All right, stop crying or you'll ruin your makeup, honey. Now fix yourself up and I'll buy you some breakfast.
Wait, my purse.
I'll get it. It must be...
Blacksad, wait a minute. I think she needs some time alone, just like you and me. Listen, boy, do whatever it takes to find Joe's murderer. Whatever it takes. If things get messy, don't worry. I'll clean them up. Deal?
I'm not a vigilante.
Well, suit yourself. Just get that ball to the end zone.
No. Are you telling stories about the great iron arm again?
Wait a minute. Of course. The Milestones quarterback. Tim Iron Arm Thorpe.
It's a good thing folks usually recognize me sooner. Blacksad, you coming to breakfast?
I'd love to, but I have to go ask for a favor.
Il cane è stato corrotto. Molto bene. Però noi non ci siamo piegati. Ok, abbiamo una deduzione da fare.
The investigation required that I ask Jake for a small favor. Or demand...
Adesso anche un orso abbiamo, pugile. Ci credo che era pompato il cane, si doveva combattere contro orsi e gorilla. Allora, intanto abbiamo una deduzione, facciamola un po' subito. Arrivata quando il cane non era affidabile. No, eh? Il dottor Palmer e il dottor Ferguson. Cosa c'è? Due dottori diversi.
Huh. That lizard isn't Yale's doctor.
Ah. Questo tizio è sicuramente stato mandato da O'Leary, si chiamava. Hai capito, hai capito. Allora, prima di concentrarci subito su... qua c'è. Per interrompere l'incontro dovrò sicuramente suonare il campanello. Prima voglio andare a vedere se c'è la tizia. No. Oh, iniziamo a frugare qua dentro. Vabbè, niente direi. Vedo un riotto. Ciao Checco. Non vedi un riotto, vedi un gattone. Adesso vedrai anche un gorillone. Come va? Va. Abbiamo sventato un omicidio, direi. Anzi, un canicidio. Non c'è l'odore, è strano. Mi aspettavo di sentire puzza di sudore da qualche parte. Te cosa dici, Checco? Come va?
How many hits does a boxer take to the head throughout his career? This one's got extra padding, just like Jake.
Sì, questo altro che...
Hey, hi.
Hey, focus, will you?
Detto io. Guardiamo le
He's been
palle del
training with
gorilla.
those same shorts for who knows how long.
Non c'è puzza di curry. Chissà che puzze ci sono lì. Già sono animali, poi in una palestra dove
I
sudano.
hope he never feels inclined to hit me.
Ciao
He's
Gigi.
twice my size.
Ah, ma non ti avevo mica visto che avevi scritto prima. Mi sono perso intanto quello che diceva. Tardi.
Not the smartest cookie in the jar, nor the most tactful. But do I trust him? No. Do I consider him a friend? Yes.
Capito che lo considero un amico, ma...
Hey, Jake.
Not now, John.
Devo trovare il modo di interromperli. Ecco che me lo fa suonare sto giro. Ah, sta buono.
All right, that's enough. Take 5. Go on.
Allora che faccio?
What, John? What's so important?
Che minchia vuoi?
Have you noticed anything strange about Sonia?
I don't know. Yesterday she said she hated the gym. But it also seemed like she wanted to save the place. Do you get any of this? I sure don't.
Comunque si è fatto un po' freschino in sto mondo, eh.
It might not have seemed that way, but she loved her dad. Believe me, I've got reasons to be certain. Why are you coaching that guy?
Oh, that's
No,
right. You
no,
don't know.
freschino, no, no. Io
Sonya
vivrei
asked me
bene
to
a
run the gym.
35 gradi
Well, at
tutti i
least the
giorni.
fun part. As soon as Bobby Yale's back on his feet, I'll turn him into a champ. I'll make him crush stone. Just you wait. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
Is it the first time you coached anyone?
Yeah, but you think I can't
Un
do
po'
this, don't you?
sballata.
Well, screw you. We'll win that fight.
Ti dirò, un temporalone adesso fuori. Com'è fuori? È anche abbastanza sereno, tira un po' di vento. L'unica cosa che farò in questo momento, signori, è lui o non è lui? È il mio cap che mi protegge sempre. Chiaramente pantaloncini corti, però è cappino. Captain America che mi copre coi suoi muscoli.
Could you tell me where Old Erie's headquarters are?
What for? No, no, no. You could get me into trouble. No way.
You lied to me yesterday, and being the good friend that I am, I kept your secret. You owe me. I don't think I'd keep protecting you if we weren't friends. Although, if we were friends, you wouldn't hesitate to help me. Tell me, Jake, are we friends or not?
Damned cat.
No.
All right.
Comunque
O'Leary's hideout is in the basement of a Chinese
il
restaurant.
capezzolo del gorilla
I
sembra
don't
un
even know how to get
bottone.
in.
Well, I'll see you tonight.
Wait, were we supposed to meet?
Of course. Your place, 11 p.m. See you there.
È il culo più bello degli Stati
Ronald,
Uniti, no?
the break's over.
D'America.
After 30 hours of work and several beatings, every bone in my body ached for a bed.
Now it's my turn.
So I went home to recharge.
Ma
Because the night ahead was bound to be promising.
Ale, cosa
What do
succede?
you know about that basement?
Well, let me think. Nothing?
Come on, Jake, for Christ's sake.
Ci stiamo infilando in un brutto posto.
I'm running out of threats to get you talking, Jake. And frankly, I don't want things to get violent.
I've come to get O'Leary several times, but they always make me wait in the dining room. One day it was so late that the restaurant was closed. They made me call from a payphone in that alley over there to let them know I was here. A few minutes later, O'Leary came out the back door, that red one there.
All right. You stay by the payphone. Wait till I'm inside. If you see anyone, call the same number you did that one time. Let it ring twice and hang up. Got it?
Screw you.
A promising night indeed.
E sembra che stia per partire una scena action. Qua sicuramente sto seminando delle figurine. E io che non sono per niente amante dei collezionabili, tornerò a cercarle tutte. Eccola! Che schifo. Si va ancora più su. Ah, aspetta. Tappeti. Dove arrotolano. Dove arrotolano. Ma sì, in realtà ha fatto tutta quella finta lunedì sera perché non voleva venire a far vedere quanto era scarso giocare a Crash. Sam, una curiosità. Hai mangiato i biscottini? Anch'io con i collezionabili sono così. Infatti, non in live, chiaramente, sto giocando a Horizon Zero Dawn, che non avevo mai finito. E anche se non servono un beneamato nulla, sono tentatissimo di andarmi a cercare tutti i segreti là, come si chiamano, i messaggi che ci sono nascosti in giro per il mondo, solo che sono milioni, un po' lunghina. Mi piace cercare i collezionabili, mi piace trovarli, ma se devo diventare cretino mi piace meno il gioco. Sam, non hai il fisico. Ah, oh, ci sta. Dopo 3 giorni. Era giusto.
A bit too high to climb. If the basement I'm looking for were in that building.
Allora, immagino di dover entrare da questa finestra in qualche modo, quindi prima vado a cercarmi altri mini collezionabili. Si fa sempre più buia la situazione.
What happened? Should we run for it?
Do I look like I'm in a hurry? The carpet store neon sign is still on, even though no one walks down that alley. Don't you find that odd?
Stai parlando con un gorilla tonto.
Plus, they're not short on cash.
Ecco, appunto.
I heard O'Leary say he was gonna buy 10 carpets the other day. Are you done?
What do you think? Okay, I'm going back to the alley. I'll let you know if I need anything.
Qua c'è una figurina, guarda lì che si vede. Eccola. Vediamo anche come siamo messi con quest'album. Ormai ne abbiamo trovate un po'. Poche, pochissime. Molto pochissime. Anche perché io mi immagino, no? Che se riesco a stare abbastanza dietro a tutti i collezionabili, tutte queste figurine, quando arriverò ad avere quasi finito l'album, sarò vicino alla fine del gioco, no? Attenzione, qua si entra in cantina. Oddio, cosa c'è scritto? Io non vedo niente, vi giuro. Va bene. Va bene. Ah.
I'm guessing it lights up when they ring at the main door.
Stupid coyote!
Does he need a shotgun to deal with suppliers?
Stupid rabbit.
Maybe it leads to the basement. Would he even notice if I got in?
Che razza di animale è? Un gatto.
Something tells me he'd notice me no matter how stealthy I was.
Ok, allora. Non è lui.
No. The plan will only work if O'Leary doesn't know I've been here. Could it be an elevator shaft? How does this thing open?
What's taking you so long?
You want to switch places? There's a trapdoor on the ground, right by the restaurant. Does that sound familiar?
Huh? The restaurant or the trapdoor?
Okay. Forget it. From the back door, I can see a hall that might lead to the basement. Does that sound familiar?
O'Leary sometimes comes from a hallway, but who knows if it's that one?
Check out that graffiti. You're in On Leon Tong territory.
Wow, I thought the Tong Wars had ended years ago.
Maybe someone nostalgic just got bored.
Damn Chinese mafias.
Yeah, American mafias are infinitely better, no doubt. There's a guy watching TV inside the restaurant. A red panda, I think.
Panda rosso.
Doesn't ring a bell. I don't recall any panda waiters.
I need you to go to the front door and ring the bell.
All right, is there a bar in that alley? Have you been drinking?
Count to 30, ring the bell, then run for the car. Got it?
Whoa, you better send a bunch of Natalias my way after this. So, now what are you gonna do?
I'll open the door with my lockpicks. Once I'm in, I'm still not sure if I'll take the hall or the door on the right.
E mo so cazzi. E intanto figurine. Tao Zong allo stucco. Io direi di passare dalla porta.
The lock on that door was not your standard model. I had to give it my all.
Muoviti che sta tornando. Ah beh, allora Ecco, ottimo. Trova una fonte di luce. C'è niente. Sì, questo mi fa molto piacere, ma in questo momento io avrei bisogno di una fonte di luce. Ah, posso alzare e abbassare. Dimmelo dopo. Niente, missione fallita. Dai! Incredibile! All'ultimo millesimo.
Why do they have so many paper notes? Do they get that many orders?
Sono quelli dei pizzini, dai. Però se con lo stesso dito devono spingere sia uno. No! Cosa stai facendo?
It won't budge.
Ci siamo chiusi dentro. Ci siamo chiusi
I
dentro.
was expecting some frozen bodies.
Dimmi che ci siamo chiusi dentro davvero. Cosa stai facendo? Ah no, è una seconda porta dentro il frigo. Così a occhio non è il metodo ortodosso, però a fine gioco moriamo nella cella frigo di qualcuno. Là dietro ho sicuramente dimenticato qualcosa. Molto bene. Ah, sono quelli delle scommesse. Stone 200. Ah,
Huh. Looks like those colorful notes weren't restaurant orders after all.
la iguana.
There's one on each table, except this one.
La iguana ha scommesso contro il nostro cavallo Bobbino.
The odds are incredibly in Stone's favor. I guess that he's the reigning champion, and Bobby Yale is just a contender, but maybe word got out about his condition. Does O'Leary have a network of pals?
Carina però sta cosa con la torcia. Ma più che cadavere, il cadavere incoming penso di poter diventare io.
Wow. I didn't realize you could place so many bets on a single baseball game.
51 i comments, molto bene. Non ci punterei. Quanto è grande la biscuit là questa? Oh oh. Password fragoline di bosco. Ok. Quello ci tornerà utile. Giustamente. Non so se guardare prima questo.
16 days until the fight. Sometimes I forget that criminals, even the office variety, have family and kids.
Ma quella è la dottoressa.
Anyway, maybe things aren't so bad on the dark side.
Non dir cazzate. Me l'hai fatto
A
selezionare?
little thingamajig that adds on its own. What'll they think of next?
Un aggeggio che fa le somme da solo.
It looks like a summary of all the bets that come in. Day, amount, bet, wagerer. Wait a minute. Did O'Leary himself bet 5 grand on Yale?
O'Leary ha scommesso 5.000 su Yale. Quindi a lui non conviene che il cane abbia problemi. Guardate dentro la testa del gatto, che cos'è? Un occhio visto dall'interno? Che roba sta? Va bene, va bene. La classifica. Dovevamo aprire le scommesse anche sulla maratona. Per la prossima lo facciamo prima. E in palio mettiamo un formaggino mio.
Could that be Ireland?
L'Irlanda? Vabbè, effettivamente sono quelli col quadrifoglio questi, no? Ehi là. Qui c'è un acquario. Bello. No, il pesce gatto, guarda.
I'd say that's Ireland too.
E da cosa lo intuisci che è Irlanda così a caso? Intanto entra nel muro e diventa tutto tipo ora.
Ireland, of course. This guy's obsessed. A Crossler? The good news is, I don't need lockpicks to open it. The bad news, I didn't bring explosives.
Però se troviamo la combinazione. Perché?
Dunn had $200 in his safe. O'Leary had about 20,000 in a drawer.
Ok.
Even Dunn had a gun in his office. O'Leary couldn't possibly be the exception.
Ah, pistola, leggi sotto. Gat Detective, là, un po' un quaion.
hope I never become the object of O'Leary's obsession.
Oh, dai.
The painting concealed file after file of celebrity reports with all sorts of shady information, ranging from S to Z. Almost all of them were athletes. Is that what O'Leary meant when he said that detectives and police officers were his friends? I wonder how many spy for him. If I were to pitch in, who would I spy on?
Allora, chi andiamo a vedere? Io direi Stone. Però il primo là in alto deve essere il leone, che a me puzza molto sto leone.
Thorpe had been a rising football star before the war, which he came back from with honors and decorations. After the truce, he resumed his career. He won 3 season trophies and a couple of MVP awards. He retired after an accident that left him paralyzed from the waist down. He started his own sports advertising
Incidente.
agency 4 years ago, but according to the files, O'Leary hadn't even tried to corrupt him.
A me puzza il cuore sto coso. Vediamo, Stone.
According to Stone's report, he was so clean, not to mention hard to corrupt, that O'Leary opted for a more subtle strategy. Apparently, when he broke up with the tennis player Helen Moore, he set her up with Stone. Lucky for him, they hit it off. As I put away the report, I stopped in my tracks.
Chi è sta Helen?
Did I really want to risk knowing what O'Leary had on my good friend, the incorruptible police commissioner?
Io mi fido, ma voglio sapere.
I sighed in relief. O'Leary had tried to buy Smirnoff on several occasions, but failed. Luckily, O'Leary had nothing on him, or me. In Bobby Dale's folder, all I found was a log of his incredible stats as an aspiring champion. 20 victories, 16 by knockout. Although, at the end of the report, someone had underlined one word several times. Untouchable.
Intoccabile. Spegni la luce, fratello.
If they're not together anymore, why does O'Leary keep so many pictures of romantic moments with Helen Moore?
Perché in realtà stanno ancora insieme. I poemi di Avenarius.
Limited edition copy 2 of 3. We listen, if you call it listening, to the sentimental romance. Your eyes act like the moon.
Io volevo spegnere anche questa qua su di luce comunque. Come fai? Dai, oh, ma che comandi legnosi. Dopo le devi rispegnere, stai girando in incognito. Ah, ce n'è altri.
Louisville tennis player until O'Leary launched her career by rigging enough games to help her climb the ranking. However, O'Leary hadn't fixed any of her games in over a year. In spite of that, she remained undefeated. Be as it may, it was clear that O'Leary had enough information to ruin her career.
Che la stia ricattando? Secondo me c'è ancora qualcosa di ambiguo nella loro ex relazione.
Strange as it may seem, the reports revealed that O'Leary had hired Jake as a bodyguard precisely because he was absolutely clean. Apparently, he liked to surround himself with honest people when he mingled with the high society.
Spegni ste cazzo.
I'd say O'Leary has threatened Stone with ruining Moore's career.
Mi dà fastidio andarmene là quando con le luci accese. Vieni da fare. Adesso troviamo altri anche di qua. Abbiamo già visto sto pesce. Ah, adesso li accendiamo tutti. Prima no. Adesso che quando vuoi. Ah!
Cassidy's report was possibly the longest among all of O'Leary's files. Apparently, their rivalry went way back. So much so that they spied on each other in the most unthinkable ways. At least I was able to confirm what Yale had told me. Cassidy had threatened Dunn after he refused to join the managers' union. Dunn's integrity was legendary, even in O'Leary's shady reports, just like Yale had said. Dunn had kicked one of O'Leary's men out of the gym when he found him snooping around.
Ma se davvero ha scommesso tutti quei soldi...
The report on Yale's father was the shortest of all, since only his name was left. Why? Luckily or not, files in through R included no one that I could somehow connect to the case.
Adesso però mi devi spegnere tutte le luci perché mi viene l'ansia a lasciare. Vabbè, penso di aver finito. A sto punto, visto che le luci non le vuole spegnere, andiamo. Sì, è un freddo cane. In realtà si sta scaldando la situazione, ci sono ben 20.
Jake. Someone was coming.
Are we or are we not exemplary workers, Jimmy?
Cazzi.
Here it is, middle of the night.
Emmo?
And we're working extra hours.
Se ho scelto il lato sbagliato,
Hey, Jimmy, what do you think about that?
I think he's scared stiff, Desmond.
Like that, Jimmy? We're giving you the red carpet treatment. We even let you in the boss's office.
You're one lucky fellow.
You can't say I don't treat you well, Jimmy.
Ah, Jimmy Havaina.
Yeah.
Speak, you moron.
Yeah, very well. Why are you... Shh. Calm down. How long have you worked for me, Jimmy?
3 months. 3 months.
Oh, yeah. I hired you right after your cousin Martin died. I need your opinion. How would you punish someone for ruining an innocent man's life with a hit and run, Jimmy?
I don't know.
And tell me, what about you, Wilson? What would you do?
Please. I didn't do anything. I swear.
He was a good guy. Of course, you already knew that. You knew him.
Rimango nascosto invece di salvare un cane, no?
Cousin,
That's why I hired you, Jimmy. You see, Martin was a dear friend. And his widow said you were a nice kid. That you do a good job and you needed the money. And I have a soft spot for those in need.
Please.
But, you know what? I talked to her just yesterday. She told us you did some naughty things to her with that gun, Jimmy.
No.
That's no way to treat a widow, is it?
She's lying. Why would I do that?
Non facciamoci beccare.
Are you so sure you know how long a kid can hold his breath? With his little head inside a toilet bowl?
Son of a bitch.
Ma rischia la vita, ma non scherzare. No.
Selfishly, I was glad I hadn't risked my life to save Jimmy. Maybe not even someone like him deserves to die. But one could also argue that I didn't deserve to die for someone like him.
Who's your boss? Give me a name!
Cassidy. It was his idea. He said you'd hired me if I'd managed to scare the widow, and I just...
All right.
Ah, eccolo. Cassidy, è uscito.
Calm down now. It's gonna be okay. There are two sacred principles that rule my life. first principle is the love for my family. I'd do anything to protect them. The second principle, I never put my future in the hands of fate. I always play it nice and safe. And I would even add a third principle, or better yet, a rule. If anything threatens either of these two crucial principles, I take matters into my own hands. You see where this is going? For the first time I got someone killed, even though all I really did was rat him out.
No, I just...
Stop interrupting me, Jimmy! It's not polite! You're all the same. So rude. You know what? Let's leave it at that. You're going to give a message to that disgusting walrus Cassidy, aren't you?
Yeah, sure. Whatever you say. Sure.
Good boy.
What's the message?
Oh, Jimmy. You still don't get it, do you? You are the message.
Ecco.
Come on. Wrap him up.
Ecco anche il perché del negozio di tappeti. Tutte le volte.
I hope he chokes on it.
Got it.
Where are you hiding, little fishy? Once again, you didn't get to hear the end of my story.
Sono morto. Sono morto. Adesso sono curioso. Suona il campanello perché? Se suona il campanello cosa succede?
What? Just where do you think you're going, putty cat? Two sacred principles rule my life. The first is the love I feel for my family.
Non mi ha neanche dato il tempo di leggere le possibilità.
The second,
You
I
always play it
play it
safe.
You think you're funny, don't you, Blacksad? Two sacred principles rule my life. The first is the love I feel for my family. The Second, never leave destiny in the hands of fate. I always play it nice and safe. And I'd even add a third principle, or better yet, a rule. If anything threatens either of these two principles, I take matters into my own hands. The first time that someone died because of me, even though all I did was rat him out, well, that guy ended up in the Hudson River, right off Pier 27. He's got to be even wetter than that fish by now. You should have seen his face.
It's interesting what comes to mind when you think you're about to die. Suddenly all I could think about was how much I wanted a pet fish.
Anyway, I was fortunate and I still dream about it. But it will be something.
By then, I was adamant about buying a fish. But first...
That was that. Never again.
Nowadays, whether it's me who pulls the trigger or not, I have zero regrets. What's more, I sort of enjoy it.
In case anyone had any doubts about who's the boss around here, I'll put my dirty feet on his luxurious table to prove that all of this is mine. His pupils are dilated, and there's a slight grin on his face. The bastard is enjoying himself. The guy never hesitates to pull the trigger. Even if I hadn't seen what he did to Jimmy, I'd know he's not bluffing. When a mob boss declares his love of family, it can only mean that A, he won't hesitate to ruin yours, and B, he's cheating on his wife. I knew I had it in me to get out of that place alive.
4.
No. O'Leary's wife is having an affair with Colbert? Should I serve this to O'Leary on a silver platter? Or threaten Colbert so he'll get me out of this mess?
And, well, that's it, I think. You know, Blacksad, I never made it this far. Congratulations. You're going in style.
I didn't want to interrupt you because I respect you and your word. Colbert told me to come here.
What? Me? No way. You did what? Colbert? When?
Yeah, remember when I called you on the phone? Don't you remember that cocky drunk guy?
No.
He kept bragging about how he was banging another guy's wife.
Oh? Oh, yeah. Weird times, huh?
Yeah, And you congratulated me for finding Yale and saving your life.
Several times.
Then you assured me that O'Leary would thank me.
Well, I didn't put it that way, but yeah.
And then you told me to come here to ask the boss himself.
Yeah, I think you deserve it. Right, Desmond?
Oh, Blacksad, Blacksad, Blacksad. Thank you. And sorry for jumping to conclusions. First, you get a random beating from my men. And now this. Although you have to admit I had my reasons to be suspicious, you ran away from Yale's apartment, didn't you? But as you well know, you can't trust anyone in this world. Take it. It's only fair.
I want to bet it all on the fight, on Sonia Dunn's behalf.
Oh, what a romantic you are. We listen, if you call it listening, to the sentimental romance.
The word you're looking for is feel.
Same difference. Anyway, go ahead. Place your bet.
I bet it all on Yale.
Oh, Blacksad. Aren't these odd hours to pay me a visit? Your message was important, but certainly not urgent. It could have waited until tomorrow, don't you think?
We cats and wolves hunt at night.
Sono già morto 2 volte in 5 minuti. Vabbè, comunque siamo vivi. Discutibile la mia scelta di azioni, ma adesso sono curioso. Quando giocai all'epoca a Heavy Rain, in base alle mie risposte uscivano finali diversi. Ci saranno sicuramente anche per sto gioco.
The dark, crooked alleys of New York reminded me of the state of my own soul.
Mi ricorda vagamente Heavy Rain, ma pieno di gatti.
Fall loomed over me with the... Fall struck me with the full force of my long-lost youth. Nah, not that. Fall descended over me with the full weight of a guilty conscience.
Chi è che mi mena di brutto?
God, that's worse.
Quante botte devo prendere? Cos'è un armadillo e...
What were you thinking? He wants him alive.
un cavallo.
I felt fall seep through my bones like the pain of a good beating. Mediocre, but appropriate.
Cosa avevo detto io? Un tapiro? Sì, effettivamente ci sta, ma non è un tapiro. Quei cosi col muso lungo, un tapiro. Altro il cavallo. Fenomeno. Tapiro. Cosa avevo detto? Non mi ricordo più. Merda.
Against all odds, next morning I got up bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. and I had my kind, unknown assailants to thank. The beating had taken its toll, but for the first time in months, I had slept like a baby.
Oh, come on, Helen, focus! All right, take 5. We'll work on that double backhand later.
FBI, adesso.
Well, Mr. Blackmore, what can I do for the FBI?
Cooperate with law enforcement. All you have to do is talk.
I like to speak through my actions, but still, could you be more specific?
Maybe if we could speak in private?
Alec!
Coming!
You've got 4 minutes, Mr. Blackmore, so... make them count.
They say you're currently involved with Al Stone, the boxer. Is that correct?
Wow, the FBI sure knows what it's doing. So, out of the 100 million Americans who know about that, who did you extort to get such highly confidential information?
Don't beat around the bush. We know why you're with him.
Oh, so you like his biceps too?
Desmond O'Leary asked you to seduce Stone. Why?
What? No, I met Al by chance at a party. A party hosted by Desmond O'Leary. No, that can't be. No one is that shrewd. Not even him. Damn, I hate that bastard.
Non è che sia tanto convinto di sta cosa
We
io,
know about you and Desmond O'Leary.
Wow, your sagacity never ceases to amaze me. Wait, I get it. They must wrap your FBI sandwiches in gossip magazines.
The thing is, well...
You see, I'd love to wipe out that part of my past, but whatever.
Do you have any regrets?
Ads pay more than trophies. Can you believe it? Being associated with such a shady character could only damage my reputation. Trust me, never get involved with a married man.
We know you smuggle contraband during your international tournaments.
Oh, really? Are you sure? Like, what exactly?
I think she called my bluff. Or did she? Should I follow through or say I was kidding? I'm convinced you're part of a dangerous international network that smuggles champies.
For a moment there, I thought you were serious. Glad to see the FBI has a sense of humor. You've got my full attention now.
We're aware of at least 6 rigged games during your first year as a professional player.
And?
You won all of them.
Are you trying to offend me? I give my all on the court. I can't be held accountable if my rivals don't do the same. Go interrogate them. In any case, now I know why you mentioned O'Leary. What do you really have against him? And don't say illegal gambling.
We've got reason to believe he's working with the Chicago mob. This isn't just illegal gambling anymore. It's organized crime.
I think I know where you're going with this. Smuggling champies.
I'm serious, Miss Moore. America can't afford to let anyone shake its foundations like that. And America's sweetheart can't afford it either. Help us out. Talk to us.
And why should I, Mr. Blackmore? What do I stand to gain or lose?
The FBI always returns a favor.
Oh yeah? Are they gonna rig my games? This is actually quite simple.
One lucky gal.
You have a light, sir?
The pearly white teeth of someone who barely smokes. Am I making her nervous?
Denti candidi gialli come pochi.
Damn. I'm almost out of fluid.
Wanna know my trick? Go down to start, then up with it, and then down again. Almost. Don't worry, I'm not making any assumptions about your masculinity. Almost.
Ah,
Almost.
ma che cretin.
Don't worry, I'm not making any assumptions about your masculinity. Thanks. I don't know what you want me to say. You're trying to frame O'Leary, perhaps rightfully so, but I think you're barking up the wrong tree. Believe me, if I had the slightest...
Come on, Helen. Time to work on your backhand. Let's go.
Do you smoke? Nice meeting you, Mr. Blackmore. Did you bring my water?
Vabbè. Qua sblocchiamo trofei a caso, quindi andremo avanti.
America's sweetheart gave you her cigarette? Dear God, she has the hots for you! I can't believe you said good old Weekly to investigate that stupid walrus while you were hanging out with Helen Moore herself! So, what do you say, you and me, we change places next time, huh?
Your turn. Now tell me, what did you find out?
Ah, you're gonna love this. You ready? I've got news, but I happen to also have a
Blacksad.
Thank you so much, Mr. Blacksad.
Huh? Oh, Mrs. Colbert.
When you told me about my husband, I kicked him out. But this morning he came back with a bouquet of roses and asked me to forgive him. He said he had some kind of big scare yesterday and that he hasn't stopped thinking about me since. He wants to take me to Niagara Falls on a second honeymoon.
And?
I threw the roses in his face and I told him to shove Niagara Falls up his ass. You think I could forget what he's done just like that?
I don't want to get into anybody's business here, but what if your husband really is sorry?
Are you telling me to give him a second chance? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, yeah. No. No, actually, I'd rather not say anything.
All right, but I'm gonna hold you accountable. If that two-timing rhino betrays me, I'll scratch his eyes out and I'll smash his head in. And yours, too.
But what just happened? Is there anything you didn't tell me?
Maybe. But now it's your turn. Tell me about Cassidy. Come on, spit it out.
I didn't find anything suggesting that Cassidy had anything to do with Dunn's murder, but...
That's quite the tale.
But I know Cassidy will be playing poker tonight with one Howard M. Farnham II, a Texas tycoon looking to get his claws on the boxing business. I also know that he and Cassidy have never met in person, and that Farnham, who's staying at the Balford Hotel, hasn't left his room. Apparently, he spent the night with 3 bottles of bourbon. So, here's my incredible plan. I'll go to the hotel, I'd knock him out, and then take his place in the poker game. That way, I'll get Cassidy talking. What do you think? Incredible, right?
Didn't we agree that you would handle Helen more while I dealt with Cassidy next time? No?
Ok, abbiamo fregato il divertimento al povero Weekly. Aia. Fa male il culo su sta sedia, com'è? Ah beh, saremo identici a un alce.
Good afternoon, Mr. Farnham.
What's going on?
Allow me to introduce myself. John Blackmore. I work for Frank Cassidy. He asked me to bring you these bottles so you could choose which one you prefer for the game.
Oh, sure. I was fixing to leave, but I guess them monuments ain't going anywhere. Well, come on in then.
Getting in Farnham's room was easy. Earning his trust was another story. But I always have an ace up my sleeve.
Blackmore? You okay, partner?
The best way to earn someone's trust is to make them believe they've earned yours. And sometimes, the best way to fake it is to tell the truth. I don't know where to begin. They killed my girlfriend. And no matter how hard I try, I just can't let go.
Those bastards paid for what they done to you, boy.
They paid.
Well, good. Honor's being restored, and sure enough, our good Lord will see to it that they burn in hell. You need to move
Bella
on.
l'alce.
Plenty of lookers out there. Find yourself a charming lady friend, even if it costs you a pretty penny.
One of the tricks of this trade is to be wary of the biases we all have. They cloud our judgment and blur the person in front of us, painting them with the shades of our preconceived notions of who they should be. But every once in a while, you run into someone so locked in personality that they can only be regarded as a stereotype. Farnham was a disgrace, not only to himself, but to Texas and the entire human race. To think I had to impersonate him. I wish I was like you. You seem so content, so free of burdens.
Stop right there, partner. You think this old dog don't have ticks? Let me tell you something about my first wife. Woo-wee!
Once I had gained Farnham's trust, the hard part was deciding what I needed to know to become him and not get myself killed.
Un paio di cornone servono. Questo è un avvoltoio.
What can I do for you, sir? I'm here to play me some poker. You got the wrong place, sir. Did you miss the barbershop sign above the door? You have a good evening, sir. Wait,
Ok, è andata.
The hard part was deciding what I needed to know to become him and not get myself killed.
what can I do for you, sir?
Farnham was one hell of a drinker. I had to get the information out of him before he drank himself unconscious. Otherwise, I'd have to find that information myself.
Rasatura vietnamita.
Yes, I got a Vietnamese shave last night. No, please, come in. Of course, I remember you. Take a seat.
Ora o mi taglia il collo.
I'm sure you'll understand we can't be too careful. Our host has many enemies, and someone has to keep them at bay. Sure, I get it. I'm glad to hear that. Now, please answer my question. How much does it cost to get yourself a clean Vietnamese shave?
Then, sure enough, booze put the nail on the coffin of my first marriage. You know, the wife that caught me cheating with the maid. My second marriage, too. You know what I did to her daddy? Same old with several mistresses. So I decided to stick to my guns and only deal with hookers. Even if I did end up marrying some.
I feel you, Mr. Farnham. So I'm going to be honest with you. I'm Cassidy's slave. He lent me the money for a game deposit, and I lost it all. Now I have to work off my debt.
Oh, Cassie's not your problem, son. It's poverty.
È un problema di tanti.
I paid my own deposit this morning to y'all, and that was just petty cash to me.
Petty cash, to be honest. I asked you how much.
Of course, they gave me one of the receipts. These things I am, boy. Wait, I'll show you. I got it somewhere. Just a second. I'll get it.
Or put it over. I'll be right back.
Torno su.
Ding Dong? Interesting name for a town.
$20.000.
Why didn't you just say you had the receipt in your pocket? I'm almost certain, but tell me, who told you to come to this barber shop?
Let me tell you a little secret about my first wife, sonny boy. When I met that woman, she had no manners, no money, no nothing. Who in the hell? Farnham. My God, if it ain't the hero of the day.
It's not going to be easy to sound Texan, but I'll give it my best shot.
Dai.
Nothing says Texan like a cowboy hat.
Cosa sono le unghie? Un anello.
I'll be damned.
I probably don't need to imitate his gestures during the game, but it certainly wouldn't hurt to try. With this and that hat, I'll really look the part.
Yes, sir. New York. Ha! Ha! Sure enough, I'm fixing.
Knowing Farnham, the owner of this bra only came here for business.
Boxing at the Grand Ole. Anyway, Kenny, thanks for fixing the game with Cassidy. God bless you, brother. Craziest goddamn Texan in New York.
Kenny.
My good old friend Kenny. Craziest goddamn Texan in New York. You know how many Kennys there are in New York? Kenny who?
So besides when and where the game will be, the password, and the money Farnham dished out, what else do I need? Not even a Bible. At least it's comforting to know that when Farnham drinks too much, his female companions have less of a hard time.
Dai.
Ding Dong? Interesting name for a town.
Sono spacciato.
They smell like a party.
Kenny. Hey, you think you can't be friends with someone and not know their last name? Let me think. No.
Non farmi rifare. E la... Oh, oggi giornatina macabra. Sempre morto.
My good old friend Kenny. Craziest goddamn Texan in New York.
You know how many Kennys there are in New York? Kenny who?
So besides when and where the game will be, the password, and the money Farnham dished out, what else do I need? Luckily, there was only one Kenny in Farnham's address book, Kenny Eakes, residing at...
Immaginavo che non fosse in bagno, ma la soluzione. Che palla.
Cornell Plaza, Manhattan. Stunning penthouse.
I'm not surprised. Mr. Eakes has excellent taste. Do you happen to know what he asked for the last time he was here?
Oh boia. Sono morto di nuovo. Che palle.
Don't tell me, Billy Bob. This here is my new friend Father. Am I right?
Sure enough, your barber was fixing to give me a shave.
You can get a good shave at another time. Billy Bob is always at our beck and call.
Of course.
Hey, come on. Let's get in there before they finish all the bourbon without us.
I haven't frisked him yet, sir.
Right.
Minchia. Devo sempre provare a ricordare cosa. Ah, ma questo...
They smell like a party.
No, l'altra porta.
No matter how superficial someone may seem, there's always a way to win their heart.
It'll be my pleasure.
Welcome, gentlemen. Chips are on the table and guns are in the safe. Now, we got a lovely night of poker ahead of us full of smoking and bourbon. So let's get started. Take a seat, Mr. Farnham. Let me introduce you. To my right, wearing gray boxers and weighing in at 140 pounds, the owner of Pink Vice, the largest meat market in all of Manhattan.
In other words, a real son of a bitch. No offense to the women he exploits.
our reigning champion, Oswald Quince.
A title I aim to keep, provided our new contender here doesn't interfere.
Y'all are dealing with the worst player in Texas.
You're just trying to make me overconfident, aren't you?
The truth is that our friend Farnham owns the largest and, I dare say, most entertaining establishment in Texas.
Really? So we're colleagues then?
Yeah, you wish, Quince. He owns a casino.
Damn.
And it's not even in Austin or Dallas. It's actually in a little town called what was it? Darn it. I looked it up the other day. Had a funny ring to it. I hate it when this happens.
I thought they moved all Texan casinos to Vegas. Gambling is legal.
You mean Ding Dong, Texas?
Ding dong! That's it.
Who'd ever think of a name like that?
Well, casino.
Comunque sono l'unico che non ha le fish sul
doesn't
tavolo.
keep as many aces up his sleeve as the late Ventimiglia, huh?
Amen.
To my left, wearing brown boxers and weighing in at 396 pounds.
Frank, show some respect, huh?
The hospitality tycoon, Polly.
Tycoon? I just own a small bar with pool tables. Clients drink close to nothing and play even less, but certain business transactions just couldn't happen anywhere else.
Damn it, Polly. Why don't I know your last name?
Because they took it away from me. You have no idea how good my ex-wife's lawyer is.
Women, they even take our damn names.
You're too much, Polly.
When you're done sightseeing, why don't you drop by La Iguana for a game of pool? And I'll buy you a drink. But I have to warn you, my clientele isn't crazy about furry fellas such as yourself.
Thanks. I love me some pool.
Perfect. It'll be my pleasure.
You looking to start your own pool business, Farnham? This guy here wants to start a boxing association in Texas. Guess who he's turning to for advice?
To be honest, several things got me worried, so I'd be much obliged for any counseling.
So, what worries you?
Having to compete with illegal gamblers like that O'Leary fella.
Huh? One would almost think that you live in New York, my friend. That son of a bitch killed one of my men and left the poor bastard on my damn porch. But he's a goner now. Ever since the sport got put on TV, people want a fair game, honest boxes, and no shady business. You can't break the law anymore like before. Nowadays, they gotta bribe those big network executives to negotiate for broadcasting rights. Billy Bob, bring out the bourbon. We're drying up here. I'll deal with a fresh deck, of course. We respect traditions in this establishment.
Poker is as boring as it is simple. All you need to do is read people's faces. And even the worst detective has that trick up his sleeve. The real issue is knowing what to play for when there's much more than just money at stake.
Damn it! What again?
How many games have you won in a row, Quince?
And here I was hoping that Farnham would steal your championship belt.
Congratulations, Farnham. You're bad as hell, but at least you know it. Mark my words. Farnham will be calling his wife before the night is over.
Ha! Oh, hey. By the way, you guys hear about Kenny's wife? Pretty tragic, huh?
What happened?
Oh, plain bad luck. Hey, but Farnham, I'm sure you know more about it than I do.
Anyway, Kenny, thanks for fixing the game with Cassidy. God bless you, brother. Craziest goddamn Texan in New York. And the poor fella's already got enough on his hands now that his wife.
Tell me more about your first wife.
Oh, right. Where were we? Same difference. Another drink? Oh, seriously, where were we? All right. We was fixing to have another drink.
Ho sbagliato. Ho sbagliato. Oh!
Hey, it's coming back to me now. We were talking about my wife, right? One of them.
Ho sbagliato.
Damn, I don't like waiting. Kenny won't like it, but I'm not gonna sit here wondering. Billy, pass me the phone. Come on.
Sometimes you get the feeling that it's all gone wrong, that you've made a terrible mistake.
Ecco.
Did I say sometimes? No. That only happens once in a lifetime.
Minchia, oggi mi sto facendo ammazzare in tutti i modi.
Mark my words. Farnham will be calling his wife before the night is over.
Ha! Oh, hey. By the way, you guys hear about Kenny's wife? Pretty tragic, huh?
What happened?
Oh, plain bad luck. Hey, but Farnham, I'm sure you know more about it than I do.
Anyway, Kenny, thanks for fixing the game with Cassidy. God bless you, brother. The craziest goddamn Texan in New York. And the poor fella's already got enough on his hands now that his wife.
How do you know that funny Texan?
He's an old pal. Moved to the East Coast years ago. He's also a friend with your boss, Frank Cassidy. It's Kenny who suggested I talk to Cassidy about getting into the boxing business. Oh, right. Where were we? Same difference. Another drink? Oh, seriously, where were we? All right. We was fixing to have another drink.
Sono morto di nuovo. E che due maroni. Oggi non va, non ci prendo
Damn,
mai.
I don't like waiting. Kenny won't like it, but I'm not gonna sit here wondering. Billy,
Dai, salta, sono già morto.
Sometimes you get the feeling that it's all
Gatto
gone
morto
wrong,
che cammina.
that you've made a terrible mistake. Sorry, did I say sometimes? Huh. that only happens once in a lifetime.
Ah, uè.
Mark my words. Farnham will be calling his wife before the
Non
night
ne
is over.
briefati.
Oh, hey, by the way, you guys hear about Kenny's wife? Pretty tragic, huh?
What happened?
Oh, plain bad luck. Hey, but Farnham, I'm sure you know more about it than I do.
Anyway, Kenny, thanks for fixing the game with Cassidy. God bless you, brother. Craziest goddamn Texan in New York. The poor fella's already got enough on his hands now that his wife. Women just gotta have their vices. But she's in a rehab clinic now, hooked on tranquilizers and all that.
That's it, tranquilize. Don't tell me women don't have their vices, too. Bring out the bourbon, Billy Bob. Come on, give me the bourbon.
Maybe I spoke too soon when I said that poker is easy for a good detective. Even when you play to lose, it's best to win the occasional hand to avoid suspicion. But with Quince, it was just impossible.
A meno che non becchiamo l'aquila
Well, I'll be damned. I don't believe this.
a rubare.
I still don't get why you keep coming for more, boys. I'm starting to think you all lose on purpose. In which case, you're about to have a blast.
Poor Farnham. Came looking to make big bucks in the city with his boxing, and he's gonna lose it all with poker.
I hope your counseling will make up for it.
Yeah, so how can I be of help?
Those there athletes hooking up with each other, like Al Stone and Helen Moore.
I see you subscribe to What's News. Yeah, my star boxer, the reigning champion. He's having an affair with America's sweetheart. Hey, I got nothing against those two idiots falling in love. Don't get me wrong, but it's taking a toll on his performance. I don't think he'll lose against Yale, but I'm starting to worry a bit. You happy now?
Sure thing. Although, there is something else.
Come on, spit it out. I want to play.
Homicidal boxers like Bobby Yale.
Ha! That's some piece of news, huh? Hey, I don't know if he did it, but the real problem is that the fight against my champ Stone might not even frickin' happen. The good news is that I've almost convinced the governor to let him out of prison on the day of the fight. Under police escort, that is. I bet you the audience gets a kick out of that. Come on, let's steal another hand before Quince accuses us of trying to break his winning streak.
Ain't gonna happen. Gentlemen, I suggest you never tell your sons about this game, unless you want to lose their respect.
Wait, you mean our sons actually respect us?
I hear you. There's no way to set boys straight these days. They don't even respond to a good old beating.
Then try not beating them. There are better ways to educate boys.
Hey, careful, Quince. You're talking to a pro. So, Kenny told me you had quite a house full.
How many kids you got in that house full of yours?
No, that son of a bitch was about to choke on his own vomit. Sure, the sight of a millionaire choking on his own vomit had a certain poetic quality. Even so, I couldn't just stand there and watch him die. Unfortunately, I didn't break a sweat trying to save him.
Sono morto di nuovo, che due coglioni.
How many kids you got in that house full of yours?
Ah no, mi è morto il bue tra le mani. Vabbè.
No, that son of a bitch was about to choke on his own vomit. Sure, the sight of a millionaire choking on his own vomit had a certain poetic quality. Even so, I couldn't just stand there and watch him die. No, deserving or not, the man would live.
Six, well, that's something. I don't know how you deal with all of them.
All boys?
Does it have to be now?
Oh, never let Quince near one of your daughters.
Come on, Folly. Children are sacred. I won't lay
Cassidy.
a finger on them until they're 12. After that, well, let's just say some men have needs that can only be met by a young girl that age, if you know what I mean. Are you all right, Farnham?
There goes your winning streak, you sick bastard.
Facciamolo uccidere.
Sooner or later, the police are gonna bust your ass. Quince.
What the hell are you talking about?
I bet you're as bad at hiding those poor girls as you are at keeping that ace up your sleeve.
What? You lying piece of shit.
Quince.
Don't believe a word he's saying, Frank.
Don't you dare call me Frank. Billy Bob.
It's 500 more. Huh. For washing up.
It's a deal.
Una prostituzione minorile anche no, eh.
Good call, Farnham. I owe you one. Please, take that flying scumbag's tokens. And mine too, if you want them. I'm feeling generous. Hey, turns out the governor accepted my suggestion to let Bobby Yell out of prison on the day of the fight. Hey, this is turning out to be the perfect night. If you decide to go ahead with your new venture, call me, Farnham.
Your behavior at last night's game was utterly insulting. Never contact me again or I'll put an end to your pathetic life. If our common acquaintance should ask you about your business endeavors, tell him that boxing is too violent for you. Signed, Frank Cassidy.
Oh,
My
forse,
inbox would be
forse,
covered the following
forse.
morning when Cassidy read this note from Farnham.
Dear Mr. Cassidy, though I'm grateful for your kind help, last night's game made me realize that boxing is just too violent for a peaceful Texan like myself. I have decided to invest elsewhere. Yours sincerely, Howard M. Farnham II. Damn Texans.
Vabbè.
for me, it was the first time in days that I had gone to bed without my daily bathing. A real shame. Nothing like a bruised body to help you to sleep like a baby. Maybe I should have given myself a beating.
O rispondi o lasci andare, eh? All'arena.
Blacksad.
Ma prima pensavo di essere avanti, in realtà vedo che continuano a esserci 14 giorni all'incontro, quindi se devo vivermeli tutti non finirò mai. Gioco eterno. Non so, sto scoprendo un sacco di cose, sto andando un po' avanti, ma sono morto un sacco di volte.
Did you call the police?
No, only you.
Good. Calm down. I'll take care of this. Had you already finished looking through these papers?
I wish.
Well, I guess you'll enjoy sorting all this again.
What are you doing?
Do you like sardines?
Excuse me?
Do you like sardines?
Ugh.
Bingo.
What is it?
Nothing. Just a freshly signed contract.
Quell'orma però è del cane.
Not that I suspected otherwise, but it's obvious they weren't looking for money. Looks like the burglar isn't interested in bureaucracy.
Did they take anything?
No, although...
La pistola.
When you went in the hospital room to get your purse, did you get the gun as well?
Yes. Isn't it there? I put
Ecco,
it back.
infatti.
I'd rather not go through that again.
That's too bad. It looks like they took it.
Ho finito, no?
Is this yours?
I think it belongs to the new cleaning lady. Mary just wasn't working out, so she left.
Clarice Freeman?
Yes. You think she did this?
Lì c'è una figurina.
Wait here, please.
Ah, ecco, un pareva.
Could be a knife wound. The murder was brutal. Ah, damn. I can just picture her saying, "Honey, I found a job. We're finally gonna make ends meet."
Minchia.
I want you to call the police, Sonia, and then go straight to a friend's house. Don't even think about going home, and definitely don't come back here.
I'm staying at a friend's house. I haven't even set foot in my father's place yet.
Good. Do you have the keys? If the murderer didn't find what he was looking for, that might be his next stop, if he hasn't been there yet.
Ok. Direi che invece di iniziare una nuova indagine in casa, potrei interrompere qui.
For once I had the keys to the place, which meant I wouldn't have to use my lockpicks or...
Perché è chiuso da dentro? sono già passati.
It looks like O'Leary has rigged the fight between Stone and Yale.
Prima ne avevo 4, adesso ne ho 2.
No, the footprints don't match. Or if O'Leary killed Dunn, he did it without stepping in the paint, or in different shoes. It doesn't look like anyone picked the lock.
Mi sa che è troppo presto.
It's pretty clear that Helen Moore's cigarette case was a gift from O'Leary. If she's still in love, why does she claim she hates him? What is she hiding?
Ok, allora. Io direi che è il caso di staccare e magari continuo mercoledì prossimo. Siamo ancora lontani, mi sa, dalla soluzione di sto caso. Vedremo cosa succede. C'è qualcuno dei miei che mi sta seguendo? Perché vogliamo fare un raid? Mi spiegate come si fa? Vai, Rena, spiegami. Sì, ma dove lo trovo, raid? Ah, ma che storia. Chi c'è? Chi c'è online? Chi c'è? Chi c'è? Non mi sembra di vedere nessuno dei nostri. E niente, allora niente. Chiudiamola qui e ci vediamo con questo gioco, direi la prossima settimana, se non ci sono grossi problemi. Domani, domani chi è che c'è? Mi ricordo più. Io non sono per niente affidabile come seguito. Non dovete darmi retta mai. Giovedì c'è Checco. Ah, ma che cretino, oggi è mercoledì. Domani c'è Checco e venerdì la combo Checco Sam. Sabato troverete Rena sulla sera. E, e basta. E poi niente. Appuntamento per adesso a domani sera. E buona serata, grazie della compagnia. E prima o poi finiremo anche sto gioco. Si spera. Grazie a tutti e alla prossima. Ciao.